Okay, well this is Archanda. Best thing about this place is the terrace. You've got a huge terrace. As you can see, it's got lots of space for the kids to play in the summer. You can put your clothes out to dry, and if you look behind me there, you've got the sea. So it's literally about 1 minute's walk from the flat. Let's have a walk through inside and see what it looks like on the inside. Okay, this is the terrace. In the winter, this really traps in the heat, so that the flat's quite warm despite the fact that it hasn't got central heating. And in the summer, with the windows open, you've got a breeze that runs all the way through the flat, so it's quite cool. And also the sunlight doesn't actually go directly in here in the summer, but it does in the winter. In fact, this afternoon we'll be seeing the rays coming in through the window as the sun comes down. So come in and have a look at the living room. This is the living room. You can either keep it as it is with these windows, these double windows that close like that, or these windows can be taken out, so then you've got a huge, a much larger living room area. In any case, these windows have got security bolts on the front, and you can connect an alarm system. So in terms of security, there's no problem. Although, I mean, to be honest, La Cala's quite good in terms of crime. I mean, there's never really any problem here because it's a very residential area and there's always people around. In fact, just let's see if we can catch a sneak at old Doña Mari Cruz, which is the woman that's sitting there in the chair. She's been there for about 100 years, and she keeps an eye out on the neighbours and everything that's going on. Okay, well, let's go inside and have a look inside. As I said, this is the living room. That's the window that leads into the kitchen inside. Now again, somebody might want to knock this wall out and build a sort of, you know, American style kitchenette. That's really up to whoever buys the place. I personally like the idea of keeping the kitchen area separate. You've got plenty of cupboard space here, with these cupboards there in the corner. And if you look now, if we stand here in the corner, then we can have a sort of panoramic view out through the terrace, and it gives you a bit of an idea of the size of the place. Right, okay, well, let's go through now to the kitchen. As I said, well, you know, the kitchen's quite small, but it's got everything you need. It's got hot water and space for the fridge and cupboard space. So as far as the kitchen goes, it's fully equipped, or at least it's ready to be equipped. This is the main entrance into the flat. We'll go outside in a minute and have a look at what's outside. But let's have a look first at the bathroom. The bathroom's been recently done. I'll just switch the light on. There we go. The bathroom's been recently done. As I said, you've got more photographs of the bathroom on this page, but it's just to give you an idea. So there's really nothing to be done here. It's just ready to move in. So go on through to the bedroom. Okay, and this is the bedroom area. Now, as you've seen from the photographs, you've got a very large fitted wardrobe, which covers the whole wall. Basically, when my mother retired here from the UK, she managed to fit the contents of a complete bungalow in Bournemouth into this flat. So there's lots of storage space. I'll show you some more in a moment. But this is where the beds go. You can quite comfortably get 2 twin beds in here, or if you want one large double bed and a smaller bed. As I said, there's plenty of space. And that's outside. There is the central courtyard, with all the parking space. You can get rid of these grills if you want. My mother was, after 25 years living in the UK, was quite conscious about burglaries and stuff, but nothing like that really happens here in Spain. So I mean, I personally would get rid of them, but again, that depends on the individual. Okay, so yeah, the cupboard space. We've got extra cupboard space up here, yeah, which makes it useful for putting stuff if somebody wants to retire here and needs cupboard space. There's also a corner here where there used to be a cupboard which you can put there too. So that's basically the flat. Let's just go outside down and have a look at what's outside. There we go. So if we go outside into the central courtyard here, this, as far as I'm concerned, is practically the best thing about Archanda. You've got this huge private area which you can see with parking area here and also parking area up there at the top. Even in the summer there's always plenty of room to park your car, and above all there's privacy and peace and quiet. I mean, you can quite happily sleep your siesta in the bedroom there with the windows open, and you don't get bothered because there's no noise, and all the residents know each other, so everybody's quite respectful and makes sure that the kids don't make a noise, especially during siesta time. Okay, so let's just have a little walk around up here to the top. The other thing that's good about this is that you've got this shower, external shower for use of the residents only. That's very useful when you come back from the beach and you're covered in sand and salt, before you go up into the flat where you can have a shower and wash the sand off here. So that's very handy, because especially during the summer, as I said, the sand gets everywhere. Okay, so, and as I said, this is the car park. There's more parking space here as well. Okay, and if we go up here to the top, then you've got a general view of the whole complex. The sun's a bit bright at the moment, so it might get in the camera's view, but we'll try. Just to give you an idea, we're in February at the moment, at the beginning of February, and well, you can see how I'm dressed, and this is what it's like in February. So the weather is very mild all year round, as we'll have a look later on as we get down to the beach. Yeah, so if you want to have a look at the whole area there. And just to give you an idea of where the flat is, and that's the flat there, yeah, G1. Okay, right, so what we can do now is just walk down to the end. Right, well, this is the entrance here. You've got a remote control, or you've got a key which you can fit in there, and there's also another key for that door. And again, it's really good because during the summer, holidaymakers can't get in here. You can only get in here if you've got the key or if you've got the remote control. So that means the parking's always reserved for residents only. And then over there, you've got the other entrance. That other entrance leads directly onto the beach from there. I mean, it's a short walk, like about 30 yards straight onto the beach. And that's it. What we'll do in the next video is that we'll actually go down onto the beach and see what the flat looks like from the outside, and then see how much it takes to get down to the beach.